Hello all. I am headed to Shrewsbury. It's about 20-30 minute drive. I already stopped at Michael's Basket, which I'm not sure is gonna work or not work, but it was $6.50. So, and topic today, and I've touched on this here and there, but could you be with somebody that is not sexually compatible with you? Now, I discovered after my marriage, vanilla just does not work for me. And I'm just talking like missionary, boom, that's it, done. It doesn't work for me. So I met a guy way back, and in the very, very beginning, and his marriage ended. I found this out after the fact, and he said, I don't think we're going to work because I'm very vanilla and you seem to be more, variety. You want more variety, which is true. I mean, I don't need it all the time, but would be nice. So his marriage ended because they were together since, I believe, high school or college. I'm not sure. I want to say college, not high school, but college. And nice guy, super sweet guy, gentleman, everything. Also, he would rather sit home and watch TV on a Friday and Saturday night. Their son was getting older, and what happened is she was trying to spice things up or whatever, and he just wasn't into it. And yes, a guy that was not into it. So it's not just men, it's men and women. I mean, I've heard where men lost interest, and sometimes it has to do with their medication as they get older, if they get blood pressure or diabetes or whatever. But his marriage ended, and I don't agree with how she went about it. She had an affair with one of his good friends. Like, he considered him to be like one of his best friends. And he said, I lost two of my best friends because him and his wife were like best friends. And he said to me, I don't think it'll work. You like to go out. And I was like, I don't like to go out all the time, but I was newly divorced and I wanted to get out there and meet people and, have fun. And he just was happy with, like I said, sitting home on a Friday, Saturday night. So, watching TV. I left my ex. I shouldn't say left him, but he decided, we were done. But he was addicted to TV. I mean, our marriage counselor, the therapist, said, you're a TV addict. Like, that's your drug, is TV. And he's like, well, and his job was not an easy one. He worked in a prison. And he said, this is how I decompress, is TV. But by the meanwhile, he's sitting there watching TV and not interacting with me or our children. So, and would sit there for hours upon hours. Like, I mean, he came home when he worked the night shift. He'd come home and watch it until 2 o'clock in the morning and then go to bed. And and when he went on the day shift, he worked 4 a.m. to 12 and got out at 12 home and watched TV until he picked up kids and then got the kids from school and then, was watching TV or would continue after dinner and go to bed by 9 o'clock because he had to be up and be at work for 4 a.m. Which I get, you have to go to bed early, but all you want to do is sit and watch TV. So, but going back to, I got off topic a little bit, but I mean, that has to be compatibility too. I mean, like I said, I don't like to go out all the time, but when we're first meeting and dating, yeah, let's go to dinner, and then maybe dinner and a movie. Let's, go take a ride down the shore, things like that. And then once, we get, not all the time, but I don't want to get in a rut of sitting in the house. And like I said, don't need to have a variety, all the time. But I think that's what keeps things alive. And I cannot be with someone that is not into oral sex. I'm sorry. Like, if they're into wham bam, thank you ma'am, I'm done. That just doesn't work for me. I mean, I think all the stuff leading up to actual intercourse is so much more of a turn on and exciting and fulfilling than the actual sex. The actual intercourse, I should say. But, I mean, I like that too, but I couldn't be with someone, and he was right. At the time, I was like, oh no, and because he was such a great guy. And he was like, oh, you're so nice. This is so hard for me to say this. And I was like, no, everybody's entitled to have what they want. So if you got involved with somebody before, you've had sex, and I, at a point, probably by the fourth date, I kind of ease a little bit into the conversation about it, because I don't want to get so attached to this person and then find out, wham, they're not into it at all. They're just plain vanilla. And they're not into oral sex. They're just missionary done, overdone. So that kind of, that would turn me off. And it would be disappointing, very disappointing, if I can't stand this, because I have to get over, and I'm not going to be able to. It would be very disappointing, and I don't want to get so far into, excuse me, a relationship with somebody and then discover we're not sexually compatible. And I think it makes the sex even better when you're compatible on all other ends. I mean, again, if he's someone that just wants to sit and watch TV night after night, not want to go out once in a while, and I'm not saying anything crazy, but yeah, I couldn't take that. I really couldn't, because I want to get over, because that lane was straight, or turn, because I need to get, and someone is texting me. They can wait. But yeah, so would that be enough for you to end a relationship with somebody if that person and you were not sexually compatible, even after you tried to have sex and it was horrible? I mean, horrible. You really like the person. I think I would give it a try and have a conversation with the person and say to them, like, listen, I kind of like this, I didn't like this, maybe you can try this. And if it still didn't work, and I've said this, I don't know, I don't think sex is that difficult, but some people don't seem to do it well. And that is, I mean, guy friends of mine, they're like, oh my God, god awful. And they've had women that just lay there. Just lay there. You know, not interactive, no verbalization, quiet, you know. And to quote one guy, he said she laid there like a dead fish. And that is, and I mean, guys have said to me, okay, I'm gonna give away a secret, I'm loud. And the couple of men that I met, they're like, oh my god, I love how loud you are. Oh my god, it's such a turn on to hear how like into it you are. And you know, and a guy, I don't want over talking, like some are like so, but here and there, and that's how I am, here and there. And I just, like, you want that connection. Stop texting me. You want that connection with somebody that you don't have to go. Thank you. You're welcome. You're in the middle of the street anyway. You want to have that connection with them, because then I think you start to see other things. Like you start being picky about other things when sorry, this side of the road here, let's go around that person. I think when you start to, you know, do that, it's, I think you do. Like, if it's not good in the bedroom and you then see all their flaws. You really do. And I don't know, I shouldn't say you do, I do. I started to see the guy who was like, oh my god, he's a gentleman, he's a sweetheart, this and that. But then I was like, oh, he had no towel for me, but he had a towel for himself. He only had one chair and he sat in it and didn't offer it to me. Yeah, so things like that, I'm like, okay, so I really, I don't know, I just feel like when there's negative, like when something isn't good, then you start to see the negatives. And I don't know if anybody else has experienced this. And it's the same way. If you're vanilla, like, it wouldn't have worked with me and that guy. Like, he would have been like, oh my god, that's all she wants is sex. And I have a healthy appetite, I'll give you that. My ex was like, called me a freak. No, it was, we were not compatible in that respect. Because did we have sex before we were married? Yes. But it was my first, and he was very much all the time. But then after, you know, a while, he just wasn't into it. And I don't know the reason. I really don't. And I'd be shocked if he's really into it now. Because if he is, then that means that he just wasn't interested in it with me. And I've said this. If, when we got divorced, which I still think he is, and not facing it, and so do friends that are very close to him, that know him longer than me, feel that he is gay and just can't come out because of the way he was raised, even though his parents are gone, but that they wouldn't have accepted it, so he can't. So then I would have been able to accept it if he would have said, listen, it's over. I discovered I'm gay. Because then that would mean it's not me. What would hurt the most is if he said, listen, it's you. That's the reason I can't perform. That would hurt the most. If medically found out something, okay, we can work with that. But he was not willing to do that. I had him go to urologists, have all kinds of tests, and everything. There's nothing medically wrong. Sometimes it's in your head. So that's why I'm thinking, okay, it was me. So I was like, okay. So that kind of hurts if that's the case, and if now he's having sex all the time. So I don't know where J. Crew is in here. He said in here, and I know no, that's Pottery Barn. Oh shoot, maybe it's on the other side. And if it's not, then I don't know where it is. I really don't. Is J. Crew over here? Oh, I didn't go to the store. They mailed it. So we're trying to get a bigger gift card. So, oh my goodness gracious. I'm gonna have to go to here. And you're in the wrong lane. Yeah. Get in the right lane, idiot. Okay, where's Jay? Oh, J. Crew's over there. Oh, I don't even have to. Oh, awesome sauce. There's like no parking over here. Oh my God. These people. I heard this is a nightmare parking lot. But yeah, so how do you feel? Like, would you be able to, I mean, and like I said, some women at this point in their lives are not so interested. So, you know, that would be, I'm not, oh, someone took my spot. And that is 15-minute parking pickup. So, I gotta go down the next row. Oh, lazy people don't want to walk. There's one right here. Yeah, so is that something you could deal with if they were not? And it would depend too if they were willing to sometimes get a little spicy, but overall be vanilla. I don't know. I don't know at this point in my life, because it's so hard to find someone, if I would be okay with someone that was willing to, you know, after a conversation, spice it up from time to time, but overall be vanilla. And as long as they were into oral sex. And I'm not saying for hours. And as long as they were affectionate and didn't mind PDA and all that, I think so. But on another note, so I'd like to hear your feedback on that. On another note, I went to the allergist, and I'm allergic to mold, very allergic. That like pinged right away. Tree pollen. So, and they think my immune system needs a boost. They think it's, or I could have an autoimmune disease. We'll see. Who knows? So I go for, on the 20, 27th. No, I have something on the 27th. 26th, I think it is. It's a Tuesday. Because I have the 25th is a meeting at work about our things. Oh no, 26th I have some. So it is the 27th, Wednesday. 26th, can't remember. Oh, Mani Petty's. My son and his girlfriend, so I'm taking my granddaughter. And the 28th, we're going to dinner with the Easter Bunny. So that'll be fun. So I'm excited to find out. They have to put the scope in my nose, in my nostril, down, and see what's going on, if there's any polyps or anything like that. So we'll see what that brings. And I ordered 2 new bras. I know, TMI, from Lane Bryant. They feel like they're wire, you know, under wire, but they're not. The lady was like, what? She didn't even know. And I'm like, you work here. But they were buy one, get one, 75% off. Yes. So $60 for 2 bras. And I got 2 beige. So I'm just gonna, I want to go with other colors, like solid colors. No more like I did with Victoria's Secret, because, you know, I want to order another black one and possibly a red. So I figure beige I need to have 2 of, black I need to have 2 of, because I'm constantly washing it and it's gonna wear out in no time. So this lady, what is she doing? But yes, so love to hear your feedback, and if you'd like to comment what, like, I think role playing is great. I think when you pretend you're 2 different people at a bar, you know, he goes in first and then you come in and he sends you a drink and then moves over, can I sit here, or vice versa. Or at a hotel, knocks on the door, Carlos, the maintenance guy, or whoever, even at home, cable guy. But yeah, so that's that, and I'm at my destination, so I need to move on. So I just hope everybody, it's Friday, yay, woo woo, weekend starts. Hopefully you don't work on the weekend. If you do, I'm really sorry. But my hair is like horrible today. But I hope everybody has a great weekend. I'm sure you'll hear from me. Although I have a birthday party tomorrow and I have dinner at my son's. So it's a little, gonna be a little crazy. So you might hear from me on the way home, although it'll be dark. So I don't know how that'll work. Maybe when I walk Jazzy when I get home. But all right, I will talk to y'all later. Bye.